Hi, I'm Jax.
And I'm Sassy Jax.
And today we are going to clean up some plaster figures. Hi everybody. So I have not done this in many years. Please forgive me if I'm doing this incorrectly. I found a tool in my stash that I believe is a ceramic tool. Oh, duh. Right on it says Kemper Cleanup Tool, quality ceramic tools made in the United States. I believe this side is for curved areas and I believe this is for straight edge. If you haven't seen it already, please check out the previous video to this right here, and that will show you what we are working on. I received a plaster nativity scene from good friends of mine. I haven't really been in the mood for a bunch of crafting or art, so I thought this would kind of ease me into a transition of feeling comfortable sitting at my craft desk once again. For those of you that are not familiar, once it pulls out of the mold, it's got these edges on them. Obviously, that is not something that you typically see on a ceramic piece. So all these edges need to be taken off. And you do that with a tool like this. And you just slowly kind of pick at it. I usually do it towards me. Once you get closer into the grooves here, you really have to be careful so that you're not taking the texture off of the actual animal. Thought it would be a really good idea to practice on the animals first before I moved into the wise men or the Mary or the Joseph.
Or the baby Jesus.
It does go pretty quick to get the initial stuff off. Because I don't think that that's a really good ASMR sound, I think I'm going to put on some music and time-lapse this process so that we can come back and see the progress that I've made. Ultimately, once all of the pieces in the nativity scene are completed, I would like to do a series of painting these. I'm still going to continue to try new things, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Hello, I think I started with some pretty detailed pieces, but I did end up getting all 5 of them complete. You can see that they now no longer have that border around them. I think I'm going to finish up with a really fine sandpaper. No matter how many times you go back at it, you kind of, oh, I could make it better, I could make it better. Kind of glad I started with the hardest pieces first, and I unknowingly did that, because the other pieces are going to be much larger, and I think they'll go much quicker. So I'm going to finish sanding all these pieces up, and I will be right back. So all of my sheep or lamb have been sanded, and I thought I would pull out one more item before I quit for the day. When I pulled it out, I found a bunch of different things that I've never seen before. It looks like it came out of the mold, and this has been dripped on. Kind of see like this is all stuff that shouldn't be part of the mold. So all of this needs to be chipped off and cleaned. And then I also came across this. Looks like it's part of a crack or excess that goes all the way through here. And then here, it looks like there may have been some issues with the mold. Here we have the same thing where there's excess. All this will be gone. Here's an additional crack. I can either smooth this down or I can try to correct this with other plaster, but I think I'm just gonna smooth it down. I can always try to make things look better when I'm painting it. I think I spoke too soon when I said that I did the hardest pieces first. This is something that you can look forward to in the next episode. Here we have our finished lambs. I think the next step in the process is to clean this off with a wet rag and then maybe wet sand it. But for now, I think that these are good enough. And then once we get to the painting stage, I'll be sure to include these in that. Thanks for tagging along today. We'll see you next time. Love you guts. Bye.